Bentley professor. Additionally, if you're interested in studying sustainability, we have a trip that goes to Ghana as well. So there's a lot of cool opportunities there, and they're always changing. And so I want to talk a little bit about our location. So most of you maybe haven't been to campus yet, and that's obviously great because this is a really great thing for you to learn about. So Bentley really does have kind of the best of both worlds. So we have a very robust campus life. We're not a suitcase school, which means that it's used kind of in the US as like a school where students leave every weekend and the campus is empty. Obviously, as international students, you would want kind of a lot of stuff going on campus. So we have over 100 plus student organizations. We have Greek life. We have Division 1 and 2 sports. We have club sports, intramural sports, all of that sort of stuff. So you really get the opportunity to be able to take advantage of everything that Bentley has to offer on campus, which I think is really, really great. Simultaneously, we are only around 18 minutes away from the city of Boston. So we are very, very close. The Bentley shuttle is a really, really great opportunity for students looking to kind of get into the city but don't have a car. The Bentley shuttle comes to campus every hour and will take you right to Harvard Square, and you can access the entire Boston public transportation system from Harvard Square. So if you wanted to go out to dinner, you wanted to do an internship, you wanted to get to a sporting event or a play or something like that. I see we have a Hamilton fan. Boston did have Hamilton actually come to our theater district for a time as well. So there's some really, really cool opportunities in that respect to really kind of have a very balanced experience, right? So you can have a very urban experience, but at the same time, you can also have a really strong community-based experience as well. So these are things that you really want to think about and things that really kind of differentiate the Bentley experience if you're looking for that. Sports is very popular at Bentley as well. So we have 20 plus Division 1 and 2 teams. Our men's ice hockey team is Division 1 and people love cheering them on. We have 100 intramural sports plus. We also have 12 club sports and a 99% student athlete graduation rate. In February 2018, we completed our multi-purpose ice arena. That is actually the only building of its kind to earn LEED Gold certification from the U.S. Green Building Council for how environmentally responsible it is. And I always like to point that out because I think it's really nice to show kind of where Bentley's values are. As for career services, that is a huge, huge part of the Bentley experience as well. So we have a 98% job placement rate. 97% of our students complete at least one internship by the time that they graduate. And our median starting salary is actually, this number is incorrect, it's $68,000 per year. So our students are going on to some really exciting success right after they graduate, which I think is really cool because they use the services in our top ranked career services office, which is actually ranked or has been ranked #1 in the US for how strong it is. How does that happen? Great question. So we have a wide variety of services that include mock interviews, resume editing services, employer information sessions. PricewaterhouseCoopers will come to Bentley and they will present about what it's like to work there. We have students working for Michael Kors, Marriott, Peloton, a wide variety of opportunities. So it's an opportunity for you to meet with potential employers. You'll also do career fairs. We have one big career fair that happens each semester that brings over 150 potential employers to campus. An amazing opportunity for you to pass your resume along, get an internship interview, get a job interview, all that sort of stuff as well. So there's a lot of really cool opportunities in that respect. And our career services is very hands-on. And that career development course that I was talking about before, while it's mandatory for that first freshman year, you can actually take it all 4 years, and that above 90% of our students end up doing that as well. So feel free to keep that in mind too. So we have a holistic process, which you haven't already heard that from other US institutions, means that we basically look at the entire person. We look at the whole student to kind of render an admission decision. You should be well-rounded, taking a rigorous curriculum, so really challenging yourself in the classroom, a high academic achiever. Last year, our average GPA for our admitted students was around a 3.4. involved and engaged and of strong character as well. So feel free to keep that in mind. We have early decision. So that means that we have that binding decision. So if you felt like Bentley was your first choice, you needed to be here, you could apply early decision. You'd be committing to Bentley when you apply ED. And then we also have regular decision as well, which gives you until that May 1st deadline to apply. We have transfer applicants as well for April 1st. If you would like to be considered for scholarships, you're automatically considered when you apply. So scholarships range from $10,000 to full tuition. You're automatically considered for them, no extra application needed. Our women's leadership program is an amazing opportunity for our female applicants to be considered for something where throughout their Bentley experience, they would attend leadership focused events, workshops, speaker series to really kind of enhance their educational experience at Bentley and kind of help them teach them how to advocate for themselves in the workplace. If you apply specifically to that program, there is a specific application that's 2 extra questions on the Common App, and you get in, you automatically get a $10,000 scholarship. So feel free to keep that in mind as well. That's a really, really cool opportunity for our students. Additionally, if you are a U.S. citizen and you'd like to be considered for need-based aid, you could apply by using the FAFSA and the CSS profile. That is pretty much the end of my whole presentation. I would be happy to answer any questions that anybody has at this point. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that informative presentation. Now our Q&A forum is open. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them in the chat box addressed to everyone. But if you're shy, you can always send your questions to me and I'll be reciting them.
That's a great question. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah wanted to know, can transfer applicants receive a full scholarship? They cannot. That is a really great question. Thank you. So we really only have a couple full scholarships. Most of our scholarships are the highest end that most students would get if they qualify for it would be $30,000. Bentley University offering a CSS profile waiver. That is a great question. We do not offer that. So you'll need to submit that as part of your application for need-based aid.
Hi, I received a question. Are there any in-campus dorms? And if there are none, how are the living situations like at
It's a
Bentley,
great question.
especially for international students?
So housing is guaranteed for all 4 years. And there are a wide variety of dorms. So we have singles, doubles, suite style living, triples, all that sort of stuff. And so 94% of our students live on campus during their first year, and then 74% of our students live on campus at any time. So we're very highly residential. A lot of our students will basically stay for the majority of their college experience, and then maybe during their junior or senior year, they'll go live in Waltham, or they will go and live in Boston as well. Great question from Mark. He wanted to know, do you offer double degree majors related to business and med? So we have a health sciences, or no, sorry, I take that back. So we do have a business, we obviously have a wide variety of business majors, and then we have other majors related to arts and sciences. So you could do a double major. We have nothing directly related to medicine, but you could easily do a double major if you wanted to.
I received another question. For English proficiency, sorry, for English proficiency requirements, would you accept the certificate of English being used as a medium of teaching at my school, or would we have to submit the other accepted requirements?
You would need to submit the other requirements. So if you've taken an A-level curriculum with certain courses, an IB or an AP curriculum, you qualify for an automatic waiver, meaning you would not need to take an English language proficiency exam. Also, if English is your first language or one of your first language, you would not need to take an English language proficiency exam. But if that is not the case, then you would need to take one. But we accept the Duolingo, we accept TOEFL, IELTS, a wide variety of exams, and the minimum scores are all listed on our website if you want to look that over.
Another question. Would it be possible for the application fees to be waived?
Yes, absolutely. Um, yes, absolutely. Can the person who asked that, actually, I can put an application fee waiver um, right in the chat box for anyone to use if they'd like to use it. How does that sound?
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the code I just put, oh, sorry, that should have gone to everyone. Okay, perfect. That code I just put in, feel free to use it to waive the application fee.
I got a question. What are the best extracurricular activities a student can have?
The best extracurricular student activities can have. Well, I think the best ones are the ones that you're the most interested in and the ones that you're most engaged with, right? So we're not looking for anything specific when we review applications. We're really looking for students to be able to kind of show themselves in the best possible way and show what they're interested in. So as long as you're excited about it, you're spending meaningful time doing it, and maybe you have a leadership role within it, that's going to be the best for you as a personal applicant.
I received a question about student life. Are there any Filipino orgs in Bentley? And well, if there aren't, how is the club or organization
There's
situation?
a Southeast Asian club, but there is not a specific Filipino club. But it's very easy to start your own club. All you need is, I think, the minimum interest of like 10 students and the approval from the student government, and you can receive funding for it. So you could come and you could start a Filipino student club. But there's a wide variety of clubs. Like I said, there's over 100, and they're actually all listed on our website. So you can check out kind of what, the wide variety of offerings that we have.
Uh, okay, so this person asked, will they be at a disadvantage if they do not have any AP or IB subjects?
No, it's all relevant to what your school offers. So if you go to a school that doesn't offer any AP or IB like courses, then you wouldn't be in a disadvantage because you wouldn't have access to those things. I have a great question from Sarah. She goes, if transfer students can't receive full scholarships, can students who want to study at Bentley restart their undergraduate studies? No, they cannot. So you would need to apply as a transfer student if you've taken university courses.
I received a question. If you could kindly provide some information on the current number or percentage of Southeast Asian students enrolled at the university.
That I don't have a specific number. I can only really deal in kind of approximations. So basically bring in we're around 15% international at any given time each year. And so we bring in a class of 1,000. So usually that's around 150 students each year, I would say. And then of that, I would say maybe like Southeast Asian, probably anywhere from like 10 to 20 students. But that is a rough estimation. Just want to make that clear. Mark Joseph wanted to know, is Bentley University test optional for this year? We are still test optional. So you do not need to submit your SAT or ACT scores if you don't want to. Any other questions or anything
We
like
have a
that?
few questions, but they're all related to each other, so I'll just bunch them up. So, what are
Perfect.
the character traits of a student that would succeed at Bentley? Specifically, what does Bentley look for in admissions? Sorry.
That's a
And
great question.
when evaluating applicants, do you prioritize well rounded students or those with a strong focus in a specific area that is in line with the course that they're applying to?
Um, Well, students don't apply to any specific major, so we don't look for anything specific. We just look for students who are challenging themselves in the classroom. And then your first question was about how I would describe a Bentley student, someone who is future focused, someone who is collaborative, and someone who is hardworking. I'd like to think all of our majors are strong. So we had a student who asked, what are the strongest majors that your college offers? So all of our majors really are strong. What I will tell you is that our most popular majors are finance, accounting, economics, and management. These are great questions, everyone. Thank you so much. Any other questions or anything like that?
I got a question. Are there any unique or specialized programs within certain majors that set your institution apart from others?
That's a really great question. I would say that our STEM programs really kind of are very specialized. So we have data analytics. We have a wide variety of programs. I can send along a list of majors. Hold on, let me find it. Actuarial science, a wide variety of really cool opportunities. I would say that while our majors themselves aren't necessarily that kind of like they're how would I put this? Our majors themselves are not necessarily that different. What differentiates us is the fact that our professors are either all full-time professors or working professionals. So you really get the opportunity to learn from somebody who has a long academic or professional history. We don't have any TAs teaching classes, and the course content and the course style is set up that allows you to really kind of start being like a working professional, even in an academic setting. And I think that that's very cutting edge.
Okay. Before we end, I'd just like to ask a more personal question because
Sure.
I'm actually very interested in the data analytics program. Would it be detrimental if you do not have any computer science background, or would it be okay to like continue to apply even with no background in
No,
that
I
field?
think that would be fine. So would you be applying at the undergraduate or the graduate level?
Undergraduate.
Okay, yeah. So we have a wide variety of opportunities for students interested in that path. But what Bentley asks of you is just to have that interest. It doesn't ask you to have any certain background or anything like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay. I think that would be all for now. Thank you. Okay. With that being said, thank you so much again, Mr. Eric Osborne, for your time. If you would like to get to know more about Bentley University, fill out this interest form, which I'll be sending again in the chat.
Perfect. So, and also everyone, I've put my email address in the chat box as well. If you have any questions or you'd like to meet when I'm in Manila, feel free to just shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to meet with you. But thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day, okay? Or night, I should say.
Thank you very much. Could you please repeat when you'll be coming to Manila?
So I should be there. Hold on, let me open that up really quickly. I will be there Wednesday, October 4th. Wednesday, October 4th, and the evening of Tuesday, October 3rd.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're
Once
very
again, thank you
welcome.
so much, Mr. Eric Osborne and Bentley University.
Thank you. Have a great day, okay? Or again, night.
Have a great day, sir.
Hello, everyone. The next session will start at 10 p.m., so you could use this time to take a quick break. Thank you.